Teal'c was the protege of Master Trained, arguably the greatest first prime of the previous generation. Trained didn't just teach Teal'c how to swing a staff. Trained's primary teaching was that physical strength is useless without mental equilibrium. Trained famously taught that while a staff weapon is perfectly balanced, a warrior rarely is. He warned that overcommitting in combat leads to vulnerability, a lesson Teal'c applied to both his fighting style and his life. He drilled into Teal'c that a warrior's true power comes from the heart and mind, not the symbiote or physical body. This specific lesson allowed Teal'c to remain a top-tier fighter even after losing his symbiote and switching to Trained. While training Teal'c to be the perfect soldier for Apophis, Trained was secretly training him to destroy the Goa'uld. Trained used Teal'c's blind spots to prove that the Goa'uld were not divine. He encouraged Teal'c to perform small acts of mercy, like sparing lives he was ordered to take, to prove that the Goa'uld could be deceived and were not all-seeing or all-knowing divine beings. He taught Teal'c that being First Prime was a position of power that must be used to protect the innocent whenever possible, even if it meant committing deeds for which they could never forgive themselves. Trained focused on making Teal'c efficient rather than just powerful. His mantra was observe and learn. He taught Teal'c to read an opponent's intent before they even struck. Teal'c underwent basic training. This is the traditional Jaffa martial arts system involving wooden staves. Trained used this to refine Teal'c's precision and reaction time until he could fight multiple opponents while blindfolded. Beyond melee, Trained was a master pilot and marksman, skills he passed on to Teal'c, who became one of the few Jaffa capable of dogfighting effectively with death gliders and Teal'cs. Trained acted as a surrogate father to Teal'c, whose own father had been executed by Cronus. He gave Teal'c the foundational advice: draw from your past, but do not let your past draw from you. This helped Teal'c channel his rage into focused discipline rather than reckless vengeance. He modeled the quiet depth and stoicism that became Teal'c's signature trait, teaching him that a leader must be the calm center of any storm. When Teal'c was brainwashed, it was Trained's deep knowledge of Teal'c's training and mind that allowed him to guide his pupil back to himself by forcing him to relive these lessons at the edge of death. Even at over 130 years old, Trained continued to beat Teal'c in sparring, reminding him that experience often trumps raw youth and strength.